Assalamualaikum everyone, thank you for joining me once again. Today I'll be making prawn and spinach curry with added charcoal flavour. So first we're going to be slicing up one large onion. So I'm making a large portion today. Reason being is once a week, every week, we gather up at one of the siblings' house and we all take a curry each, so we all have turns. So this week it's my sister's house, so I'm making prawn with spinach. Next week it's going to be my house and I'm going to be cooking one curry and they're all going to bring a curry each with them. So we all get to try each other's dishes and enjoy them. And yeah. Next, we're gonna finally chop up 2 nagas because we like it spicy, don't we? Don't forget to wash your hands. Make sure to wash it with liquid properly. Now heat up a pan and add 2 tablespoons of veg oil and 1 tablespoon of mustard oil. I love mustard, so I add it to almost all my curries. So normally we would wait for the oil to be really hot, and then if you're adding fresh ginger and fresh garlic, we're gonna fry them in the hot oil until they brown up. But in this case, we're gonna just let the oil warm up, not completely hot. Then we're gonna add our garlic paste in. Reason being, it's gonna splatter everywhere. So whilst it's still warm, we're gonna quickly add in the onions so it doesn't splatter as much. Now that it started sizzling, we're going to quickly add in the onions, give it a stir, and then add in the desired amount of salt. After mixing it for about 5 minutes or so, we're going to bang in our nagas. And we're going to cover it up for about 5 minutes for the onions to soften up a bit. So today, instead of using fresh spinach, we're going to be using the frozen ones. I prefer the frozen ones for some reason. And before we put them inside the curry, we're going to squeeze all the excess water out, but we're not going to throw the water away, we're going to be using that too. We're going to be using 800 grams of so-called king prawn, but at the egg, I'd say they're about medium to large, so yeah, we're going to be using 800 grams of them. As you can see, all the water has absorbed, and now it's time to put in the spices. I'm going to bang in 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of jeera powder, 1 tablespoon of dhania powder, 1 tablespoon of haldi powder, and 1 tablespoon of chilli powder. Give it a good mix and time to time add a bit of water as necessary so the spice doesn't stick at the bottom or burn. Add a bit of water, mix it, and then cover it up for about 5 minutes or so. You know the spice is fully cooked when you notice oil floating at the top, raised at the top. So now it's time to add in the spinach leaves. Squeeze out the excess water and bang them in the curry. Give it a good mix for a few minutes, and then we're gonna add in, you know, the water we left before from the spinach. We're gonna add that in. Cook it for about 5 to 6 minutes because spinach doesn't really take long at all to cook. And then we're going to bang in our prawns. So after you mixed it properly, we're going to put it on low heat and cover it for about 5 minutes or so. In the meantime, we're going to be burning our charcoal until it's completely burnt. It's been 5 minutes now, and we're going to add about a cupful of water and cover it up until it boils. After it starts boiling, we're going to put it on the lowest heat possible and let it simmer for a further 5 minutes, and then turn the heat off. Now in a little khotta or metal khotta or dibbi or pot, whatever you call it, bowl, we're going to add in a bit of oil, and after the charcoal's done, we're going to place the charcoal inside there. People use ghee, butter. I've tried it, but I prefer it with the oil. It lets out a lot more smoke. Now this has been on flame for about 10 minutes, and I've also turned it over twice. And now we're going to place the pot in the center of the curry. Put the charcoal in there and quickly cover it up with the lid so none of the smoke gets out. I'm covering up that little hole so no smoke can escape. So guys, I've got it back out again after the smoke has reduced, and I'm reheating the charcoal, reburning the charcoal so it gives more smoke out, and banged it back in there again and topped it up with a bit more oil. Right, once you notice the smoke has reduced, you can go ahead and take the charcoal out and give the curry a good mix. Guys, the smell coming out of this is so good. And also looks like I've got a lot of cleaning to do as well. The charcoal's everywhere. The ashes are everywhere. So guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and until next time, bye.